question a lot as well. I don't wear pants. Which K-pop group do you like the most? Do Koreans season their fried chicken or do they put the meat directly into the flour? Cuando veo ao Brazil, okay. 아주 위로쓰는 어느 분이 언니신가요? Hi guys, it's me Rose. 안녕하세요 여러분, 로즈입니다. Since my channel is officially 10 years old, today I'm going to answer all of your questions. Are you ready? Let's go. And I also put on a little different type of makeup. I just wanted to feel special for this video. Okay, first question. I have an iPad here, so I'm going to be looking down throughout this video. What put you on your ASMR journey? I've answered this question many times, but for those who just recently joined, I'll answer it again. So, about like 12 years ago, I stumbled upon a video by Pixbum ASMR, who is a legendary ASMR creator in Korea. I mean, well known in Korea. She was like the first ASMR creator who made ASMR videos in Korean. So it was like a video where she is getting her friend ready for a date. So I'm putting makeup on and everything. And I just listened to it. I mean, I watched the video just for fun. And I was like, this is really entertaining. And later my friend told me, oh, ASMR, I've heard of that. It's like, it's supposed to help you to sleep. And I was like, what? Because I didn't even know what ASMR was back then, 12 years ago. Just like almost everyone was. And I was like, what? Because I was struggling very hard with insomnia as a design student. So ever since I put on the earphones and fell asleep to it, the same video. And then I discovered more and more of her videos and just se espera alcançar e como você avalia a sua trajetória até aqui. After 10 years, what still motivates you? Sorry that took forever. That's a very good question. It's you guys, and it's not candy coated or just to be nice. If you say, but you make money from it, aren't you doing it because, you know, you can make a living out of it? That's true, but that would make more sense if I've been doing this for full time, the majority of time out of the 10 years, but I've been doing this only for a year as a full-time job, so it's still my hobby. So it's you guys because I firsthand know very well. I've experienced it. I am living it. How difficult and almost like torture it is to not be able to fall asleep, and not just once in a while, but like recurringly. It's very stressful and painful. So I want to help people with the same problem I have. I've always have. And it's just very nice. And ASMR is such a lovely and supportive community. I love the interactions I have with you guys. It's very rewarding. It's more than a living. It's more than a source of income, if that makes sense. Next question. What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't making ASMR? I get this question a lot as well. I honestly don't know. I don't think it would have been very different anyways, because like I said, YouTube has always been a hobby or a side hustle. So I think I'd be doing what I had been doing. I had like 3 different permanent jobs, like full-time jobs, and I didn't like them. That's why I left them. That's why I quit all of them after all. So I think I would have tried different things, and if I didn't like them, I would have just left, just like the way I did. And it's also a very tricky question to answer because, oh actually, I forgot to have a candy because I want to make this Q&A video, but at the same time, I want there to be some sort of nice sounds as well, apart from my talking. But this is too big. This is a Korean candy, one of my favorites. It's green grape flavored. Very good. The problem is it's too big to be able to talk while having it. still very, very hot. I'm pretty sure it's like 30 degrees outside still. Or more because it's been heated the entire day. Anyhow, it's a very tricky question because I still haven't found what I want to do. Career-wise, I am going to try a few more different things and decide what I want to do. Alright, how old are you? You know what? I've been dodging this question for like 10 years. I think I only briefly mentioned in one of my very early videos where I was talking about like graduation ceremony. I never directly mentioned how old I was, but like if you're like in your senior year at university, you can guess how old they are, like more or less. But anyhow, I've been dodging this question by purpose, like on purpose. Sorry, my English is so bad today. Because I don't know. I feel like it's too personal, private. But I'll tell you because it's 10th anniversary. I am 31 years old, born in 1995. Like, it's very shocking because some people commented, like, are you in your 40s? So, some people look at me very mature, while others look at me like, you look like you're still in your early 20s. I don't know, they might be just complimenting me just to be nice, but it's very, very wide range, like almost 20 years gap. Anyhow, yeah, 31 years old. And moving on to the next section of the questions. What are your top 3 favorite triggers, and are your favorite triggers to perform different from the ones you like listening to? Okay, first of all, top 3 favorite triggers: mouth sounds. Mouth sounds. That's pretty much it. But let's go a little more particular. Like in the mouth sounds category, I like practically, I love it because I can execute the whole thing by myself. I don't need to collaborate. I don't need to consult. I don't need to work as a team. I do everything by myself. I've been doing it for 10 years. Like ideas, making the videos, editing, uploading, I do the whole thing. And I love it. Of course, I don't like editing part, but I don't intend to outsource it. As much as I like genuine connection and interactions with the people I care about, I like to be alone, and it drains me a lot when I have to communicate with people I don't really click with. So I like this YouTuber job, hobby, whatever, because I can do it by myself. And the hardest part of making ASMR videos is the background noise. Even now, I am not happy with the surroundings, the environment. Although it's supposed to be the quietest of time of the day, and I'm very inherently sensitive to noise, so it's like it's a doubly problem. Out of all the videos you've uploaded, which one are you most proud of? The 1 minute of my face is wood. I think that is very well put, well executed. I was inspired by the original video, My Face is Plastic, but since I wasn't a fan of the sounds of plastic, personally, I created a wood version, and I really like it. If your microphone could reveal one funny marshmallow, those soft things, or beverage, because you just swallow it. There's no time to really taste it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, texture-wise, I like textured food. And I like the combination of sweet and sour, or sweet and savory, like salty or spicy. I don't like things that's just one flavor. Usually. What is your favorite color and which superpower would you choose? Favorite color is red. It really depends though. For lipstick, red, but I don't wear it all the time. And red is kind of my color. I can pull it off. Like red mini dress, things like that. I look good in it. But to be surrounded with, I like soft colors, like toned down soft colors. Soft pink, soft blue, soft green, things like that. That really suits me. And like spiritually enrich me. Superpower. Memorize anything I want. Not everything I see, but anything I want to. That'd be amazing. That'd be like really excellent to, like when it comes to learning new languages, or I can be anything. I mean, I can be a lawyer. Information, knowledge-wise, I can land any job I want, I think. And I like the sharp and smart idea. What do you watch anime? If so, what's your favorite? If not, what's your favorite movie? I don't like animes in general. I like things that are very realistic, because I find it hard to focus on things that's not real. So I'm not a fan of fiction or superhero movies. But I did watch some animes. Usually not because I wanted to. It was either teachers played the animes at school, or my sister wanted to watch it together, things like that. So when I happen to watch them, I can actually I get to enjoy, but I don't choose to watch them. Anyhow, the ones I really liked was The Big Hero. The robot, so cute, looking like a marshmallow piece. That one, actually, I went to the movies to see it with a friend. I love it. I just love the idea of a machine sort of like becoming like humanoid. So, in the same light, I am a big fan of Terminator 2. I just love the concept, robot becoming like emotionally intelligent, or attempting to be. sister. I'm very lucky. Is Korean difficult for a non-Korean speaker to learn? I think so. Because unlike any Latin-based or Latin originated languages, we don't even have the same alphabet, you know. So it's a whole different world. That's why a lot of Korean people struggle to learn English because of the same reason. Nothing is the same grammatically, vocabulary, grammar, vocabulary, the sound, everything's so different. So I'm pretty sure it's difficult. Do Koreans season their fried chicken or do they put the meat directly into the flour? A very random question, but I have no idea. I'm pretty sure they season them. Yeah. Otherwise, the chicken would have no flavor, no? I'm not sure. Season, I think I don't know. But I saw the dough. How do you call this? When you fry the chicken, the crispy part. That is for sure seasoned, and I'm sure the chicken itself is also seasoned. I have no idea. I don't cook. Which countries have you traveled to? Ireland, Italy, Brazil, Macau, so China, Japan, Switzerland, Australia. I think that's it. And this is a Portuguese question. Let me attempt to read it. Quando veio ao Brasil, o que acho, além da diferença de cultura, o que mais gostou é o que não gostou. Desculpa. What did you think of Brazil? And what did you like and dislike most? Like when I went there. I really liked the fresh mango. It's so random. Now I don't think that way because like it's also very common in Australia to have mangoes in summer, but since it's very rare in Korea to have mangoes because we don't grow them, we have to import them from Southeast Asian countries. So they're expensive, not as good. The kinds of mangoes also very limited. We have only like 2 kinds or something. So I was shocked to see mangoes everywhere, and they were so good. I remember I had 1 mango a day or something like that. I was obsessed. So that was good. And the weather, 언니신가요? 항상 여쭤본다 생각하고 있지 여쭤봐요. 제가 동생입니다. 현재는 한국에 거주하시나요? 네, 한국에 거주하고 있어요. 립 뭐 쓰시는지 궁금해요. 이거는 영상마다 너무 달라가지고 말씀드리기가 어려운데 립글로즈 종류는 롬앤 거 많이 쓰고 있어요. 그리고 제가 립 종류가 정말 많이 수십 개를 버려서 지금 18개로 줄여놨거든요, 립 제품을. 그래서 18개 돌아가면서 씁니다. 키가 어떻게 되세요? 저는 156cm예요. Now I'm going to continue with the rest of the questions in English. What is a skill you wish you had? The mic's on, right? Yes. I just have to check for peace of mind. The skill to control my urges, food mainly, and sleep. I feel like I'll never overcome those human needs, but that's something I wish to have every single day. I want to have strong discipline, the ability to regulate myself better. How are you doing physically, emotionally, and mentally? Are you happy with your life at the moment? Very fundamental question. Thank you for asking. I'm not doing very well at the very moment. I've been feeling very blue. I'm going through a phase personally, and I'm going to face a major change towards the end of the year. That's going to make me feel better, hopefully. So at the moment, I'm feeling stagnant. And since it's insanely hot in Korea, I don't really go out because it really exhausts you. So I don't see any sunlight. That's not helping either. So right at the moment, I'm not doing well, and physically as well. Since I don't even step outside the door, I don't really move. I mean, I still can work out and stretch at home, right? But I don't do that. You know, body and mind go hand in hand. If one is not working, the other one isn't as well. So, since I'm feeling a little depressed, my body also doesn't want to move much, and I've been eating really badly as well, so everything's connected, you know. The toxic cycle, I'm currently in it, but I'm sure I'm going to overcome it because it's not the first time. Okay, what do you wish for yourself, and where do you see yourself in 5 years? No offense, but this is a type of question that I hate the most. I once got asked this question during an interview, and whenever I saw this question on frequently asked questions for interview, I was like, how the hell do I know? I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I don't know. But again, nothing personally against you or anything. I just don't know how to answer this because life is unpredictable. So tell you why at the moment. What advice would you give your younger self when she first started ASMR? Nothing really, because I think I did great. Maybe something like, you should start early, because I had been watching ASMR for 2 years and then started then. But I should have just started it. You know, it doesn't really matter. If the quality is bad, like starting something is accomplishing it, like the half of it. So maybe start early, but other than that, I think I did great. You just started. What do you know? If you could send a 10-second ASMR voice note to yourself on the day you uploaded your first video, what would you whisper? That's like sort of similar to the question before. I don't know. You're gonna be fat, eat healthy. I'm not body shaming it just because I worked so hard to lost a few kilos. I don't have body dysmorphia. I don't have that. I was on this diet regime, but then I gained it back because I've been eating really badly. So just as a heads up, because I was in the best shape, I was in a really, really good shape back then. How have you stayed consistent when life became difficult, and what have you learned from it? You mean stayed consistent with ASMR videos, right? I can just say that, since I've been doing this for a long time, it kind of became a part of my life, so it didn't matter if life was hard or not, it just sort of a routine. Yeah, and I didn't want to lose what I had built to that day. Yeah. How would you evaluate your journey so far, and what would you hope to achieve next? I think consistency-wise, I did great. Although there was like a period of 6 to 8 months while I was in Ireland. I couldn't make videos there, and so there was like a gap. But still, I uploaded one video a month. But I think I would have tried a little more than just